Good evening, students and traders. My name is Michael Tawill, and I am going to be your host for today's web presentation. I want to personally welcome each and every one of you on behalf of Market Traders Institute. The date today is August 14th, and the time is now 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what I want to do is I want to personally welcome each and every one of you once again. And before we begin, I'd like to do a quick audio and video check. If you can hear me loud and clear, and if you can see my screen that says Forex Wealth, if you could please type in a Y for yes into the question section just to let me know that we are good to go. Awesome. Thank you, Doug, Fu, Eugene, Jeff, Robert, Marcos, Arvind, Roman, Thomas, Richard, Eric, and everybody else that is typing in yes. Hello to you as well, John, and Misael, and Jim, and everybody else. So once again, I'm very excited to be sharing with you this evening. And as you probably know, we are part of a mini workshop series this week. Now, what I'm going to be discussing today is I'm going to really explain to you, all right, how you can basically take advantage of time-sensitive trading plans, all right, and I'm going to reveal those to you, how you can take advantage of the market, where you can literally, spend part-time trading to capture full-time results, all right? And so once again, I see we have a lot of people that just joined us here in the last couple seconds actually as well. So friends, I am excited and I'm honored to be here with everyone today, and I'm here today to help you discover the powerful FX Turbo Trader and the Turbo Trader Auto and other simple ways to increase your Forex profit potential starting today. I will be discussing the next leg of the tipping point trading prediction and how this can help you prepare for upcoming trades in particular, and how these movements can be used to help jumpstart your trading careers. Now, I will tell you the tools, the strategies, and the techniques that I am going to be sharing with you today. They allow me personally to be a consistently profitable Forex trader, and I want to empower you today to follow our step-by-step approach to help you achieve the financial freedom that you not only want, but that you do deserve. Now, I will note, these web presentations, they are not recorded. They are live. And I personally enjoy the interaction. What I find is that the majority of clients and students take advantage of this. They do benefit from the interaction as well. Thank you, Megan, for those kind words as well. Now, what I also find is that the majority of clients, and students take advantage of this, they do benefit because especially when you write your goals down and when you write what you're trying to accomplish. And in the interaction today, I want to thank you all already just for those that are interacting with me from the start. We do have well over 100 people with us this evening. And once again, I don't like speaking to a blank chat, so thank you for each and every one of you for taking the time out to respond. So what I want to ask everyone to do this time is please go grab a pen and a piece of paper. And when you have that pen and paper, just please come back on and type in a yes that you do, in fact, have that pen and paper. Perfect. Thank you, Marcos, Jeff, Barbara. Megan, yes, it is. Absolutely. Fu, Jim, Robert, Janet, and everybody else. Thank you for that. Now, before we begin, I want to let you know that trading does have its own form of risk involved. Okay, you should never, ever invest money that you cannot afford to lose, and always trade with equity management in mind. Now, there is no such thing as an undefeated season. Okay, you make your losses from time to time, but the key is to keep your profits high and have minimal losses. And today I'll show you what I mean by that when we get into the live market. We do endorse going through the education in its entirety and begin trading as a knowledgeable trader. So real quick, I want to let you know that live each weekday, this is our tipping point prediction. As a client of MTI, you will receive exclusive information regarding a major market movement. Now, this is a 2,000 pip movement on one currency pair and a 1,000 pip movement on another. Now, this is brand new. It was just launched just the other week. And what does that mean to you? Well, at $10 per pip, this would be a $30,000 a year trading opportunity, or sorry, making opportunity, if you will, between now and the end of this year. Now, just the other week alone, we generated over 300 pips. It's over 3,000 US dollars. And the next huge round of trades are setting themselves up tonight, and you can actually be a part of this, okay? I will give you a sneak peek of this when we hit the live market, and this is a special exclusive unveiling, and this is only for MTI students. And you will be shown how to take advantage of these opportunities from our professional instructors live. So once again, welcome everybody. I see we have a handful of people that just joined us here in the last couple minutes or so. And once again, my name is Michael Tawill, and I am going to be your host for today's web presentation. And I want to thank you all for your attendance today. So the very first thing I want to do is I want to share with you a little bit about myself. Okay, so who am I? Well, for the past 7 years, I've been coaching and mentoring individuals on essentials necessary to succeed in the marketplace. I speak to organizations and large audiences ranging in upwards of 10 to 15,000 people at any given time, training them on how to become a results-driven achiever. Now, I want to share something pretty special with you, okay? A little over 3 months ago, I was actually sitting in a seat just like you are today, watching one of these presentations. I loved what I saw, but I did have questions and I did have concerns, if I could really do something like this and if this could really work for me. Well, I did take advantage of what Market Traders Institute offers, and I quickly found myself learning how to use simple strategies to gain a huge advantage on this market. I now wake up excited each morning knowing that my opportunities trading the market are absolutely endless, and I am here today to share with you the same exact methods that I've learned and that I'm now currently using to quickly grow confidence in trading this market, to show you why I wake up excited each morning. I will tell you everything I know about trading the Forex I did learn from Market Traders Institute. I am an ultimate trader, and I believe the best way to predict the future is simply to create it. So a couple quick housekeeping things that I want to go over real quick. When I say, hey guys, do you have any questions? All you have to do is just enter in a response into the question section. All right, I'm having quite a few people, actually about 2 or 3 people just recently said something about my audio. Someone's saying garbled, someone's saying it's off. Listen, if from between a 1 to a 10, how do you hear me? How do I sound right now? 1 being horrible, 10 being awesome, 5 being okay. All right, I'm getting 99% of you giving me 10s. All right, perfect. If for whatever reason, folks, the audio is a little gargled on your side, if you can please just check your volume and your settings and your adjustments. You know, not saying it's your fault, but 99% of the people are saying that there is no issues. All right, and somebody just said they logged out and logged back in, and everything's good to go now. So, anyways, thank you for that, everybody. I appreciate that confirmation. All right. So first and foremost, how many people do I have with me in today's presentation that are currently Forex traders? If you're a Forex trader, please type into me. And I want you to know, I mean demo, live. You know, if you're trading the Forex in any way, shape, or form, please let me know. Thank you, Thomas. Ivan. All right. Thank you, Daryl. Daryl says, I logged out, logged back in. It's good to go. Thank you, Gerald, Ken, Manny, Roman, Marcus, Jeff, Benjamin, and everybody else that's typing in me. So it looks like we have a small concentration of Forex traders, and then it looks like we have others in here that look to be brand new. Do I have anyone in this presentation that has never traded anything before, ever? If that's you, please type into me. All right, thank you, Winston. Thank you, Fu. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Bar, Leonidas, Jay, and everybody else that's typing in their names. Awesome, thank you for that. So, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I know some of you may have some experience, so some of this may be a great review for you, but to really level the playing field, we are going to go over a bit of information about Market Traders Institute, and then we're going to go into an introduction into the Forex, and then finally we are going to hit the live market. In fact, have you ever wondered what it would feel like to be able to wake up every single day knowing that you've created generational wealth for you and your family? And have you ever wondered what it would feel like to know exactly how to make the trades that you want to make so you can travel the world and spend more quality time with your family? And have you ever wondered what it would be like to be so empowered that you can create and manifest prosperity into your life? Thomas, yes, I am really live, buddy. So I have just a few questions for you before we move on. Okay, how many of you would want me to share with you how you can start making more money right now? And how many of you would want me to share with you a time and tested way of trading proven to create successful traders over the last 20 years? And how many of you would want me to share with you an easy-to-follow blueprint that can help you clearly identify high-winning percentage trading opportunities every single day, every single week, and every single year? More people are typing in yes than I can even start to name off, okay? We're actually well over now, way over 150 people, so I do appreciate everybody for your interaction once again. Well, I'm excited today because what you are about to discover in just a moment is 3 ways to maximize your trading profits fast. You're going to also discover trading strategies such as the FX Turbo Trader and the Turbo Trader Auto, and you're going to also learn how to identify wave patterns and Japanese candlestick formations, how to enter a trade and why, and how to exit a trade and why. And in fact, today I am going to go live, and I am going to open up my MTI 4.0 trading software, and I'm going to show you behind the curtain so that you can see my 3 insider secrets to Forex trading so much. All right? And so once again, you're also going to hear from some of our students and from some of our clients as well. But before we do all of that, I have just a few questions for you so that I can make sure that I know your personal motivation. Now, I want you to write the answers to these questions on a piece of paper and type them into the chat section as well. This is really important. What I found is that when people do this, they will retain 95% of the information. Okay? So let me go ahead and let me ask you the first question. What is your #1 reason for even being here? Go ahead and jot the answer down now. What is the first thing that comes to your mind. Why are you spending the next 90 minutes of your evening with me, or morning, depending on where you're at in the globe? And Benjamin, not a problem, buddy. A lot of people have, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about that today. All right, make extra money, liberty, financial independence, freedom, peace of mind, spend more time with the family, retirement, have fun at retirement, have to finally retire, buy a new car, send kids to college, get out of debt, travel, more time with the wife, bring wife home from work, freedom, awesome. Second, why is this important to you? What is the core reason that you want to even do this? Why do you want to make more money right now? Not to work for somebody else. Fair enough. Learn how to make additional income, peace of mind, create a legacy, have generational wealth, abundance, money, education, help family, give to others, better lifestyle, make a living, pay debt. Mexico. Thomas, I'm going to Mexico with you, buddy. How's that? Be successful. Awesome. Third, how will this help you and your family? Travel, more quality time, more time with children, stability, no debt, better positioning, freedom, awesome. Lastly, if you were going to make Forex trading your full-time income, how much money would you need to make at trading to replace your full-time income on a monthly basis? All right. Thank you, Miss Isle, Thomas, Robert, Roman, Thomas, Winston, Ivan, Fu, Everett, Amit, Marcos, Robert, and everybody else. And I want you to know, by the way, that nobody can see your responses except me and my educational specialists, just to let all of you know, just in case you're trying to see what I'm reading or where I'm reading from, okay? So once again, I do appreciate all those that are interacting with me tonight. So what I'm going to do now, okay, first and foremost, thank you, everybody, for those responses. I'm now going to show you how to use an easy system to potentially propel you to the successes that you are looking for. However, I'm not talking system in literal terms, okay? Market Traders has broken down the word system into an acronym, and it stands for save, yourself, stress, time, energy, and money. And that's what we're going to be going over today, okay? An easy, simple system. So, as to not waste your time today, I want to make a promise to you. And my promise to you is this, that by the end of this presentation, you will see how professional traders use simple methods to predict where the market is going and how you can actually use that skill to make substantial income for yourself in your free time starting today. Okay? In fact, by the end of this presentation, you may know more about the Forex market than 90% of the world. So for those of you that are wondering, who is MTI? Well, MTI stands for Market Traders Institute. We were founded by Jared Martinez in February of 1994, and we are located in Lake Mary, Florida. Now, I want you to go ahead and take a look. If you see on the screen there, Florida Trend and Orlando Business Journal did recognize MTI as being one of the top best companies to work for in 2014. That office building in the background is not just some random building. That is actually our office building. I'm in that building as we speak, sharing with each and every one of you, along with our other 100 of the most talented staff in the industry. All right? Over the last 20 years, they have had the honor in working with over 30,000 clients from all corners of the world. We operate under a single mission, which is to create successful traders. And since client satisfaction is highly important to MTI, we've designed all of their client interactions around a single sentence. And that is, we never leave a client behind. And also what I want you to know, what MTI, truthfully, what MTI stands for, because we've been around for so long, all right, we have 20 years of experience to simply give our students, which is you, the absolute best entry points to make the most amount of money possible in the shortest amount of time. That is how I sum up MTI in a nutshell. Now let's hear from Trisha W. Okay, she's from Ontario, Canada. Now she began MTI's Ultimate Traders Package on Demand on January 4th of 2013. Now she was skeptical about MTI because she had been burned in the past by other companies. All right, but she decided to partner with MTI, and let's hear from her now. Trisha says the live interaction is priceless. You have someone there with you, for you, and helping you along each step of the way. If you don't understand or if you have questions, the analysts respond with written and visual examples. All right, the picture you see there is that is actually Trisha, and the gentleman that she's with, okay, taking a picture with, that's actually the CEO and founder, Jared Martinez, known as the FX Chief. And so I want you to know, we're not some company where you're never going to see the president, you're never going to see the the CEO and founder of MTI. They are very hands-on. That's one thing that we are here, is we love to interact with our students and our clients, all right? And so imagine that. Imagine finding a company that really truthfully treats you like family. When times are great or when times get tough, family is truly what makes everything better, right? Now, I can almost assure you that 99% of the people in this room, okay, you're here for one reason, and that is to make money, all right? But it's really a little bit deeper than that, okay? You're here to learn or to find a solution to a problem or challenge that you're either currently facing or that you fear you may be facing here in the near future. What are these challenges? Challenges, you know what, and go ahead, type in a yes or no if these apply to you. If they do, type in yes. If not, type in a no. Okay? Challenges such as, do you have enough money set aside for retirement? Right? Do you have enough money set aside for your children? Do you have money set aside to live the life that you and your family not only want, but that you deserve? Do you have enough money to eliminate your debt? And do you have enough money set aside for emergencies? You see, these are all challenges, all right, that we do hear about on a daily basis that people just like you are trying to overcome. All right, but let me ask everyone in this room a question, okay? If something were to happen to you tomorrow and that you were not able to work or provide for your family, would your family be able to survive and live the lifestyle that they deserve without you and without your current stream of income? All right, thank you, everybody, for those responses. Okay? You see, to me, this is one of the biggest challenges that I've identified, that I've accepted, and that I've put plans in place for to ensure that my family can live a life of wealth and abundance. And I hope that many of you take action like I have, and this is how you can do it. Okay, we are here to help you with these solutions that we just discussed with the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. All right, now this is your on-demand financial freedom solution. All right, this package is the most complete, the most turnkey, easy-to-use, step-by-step trading program available in the world today. All right, it's now time to introduce you to the CEO and founder of MTI, Jared Martinez. He's known around the world as the FX Chief. All right, he's been trading the Forex market for over 25 years, and he established MTI because he wished that he had a mentor early on in his career. Now, his talents are endless when it comes to the Forex, so much so that he created the world's only Forex course that is accepted in major universities around the globe. And I'm excited to share with you some of his secrets to help you become wealthy and financially free. So stay with me, because at the end of this presentation today, I will let you know how you can spend 3 days with the FX Chief, all right, or a Certified Market Pro for free. Now, how many of you would like to do that? Absolutely. All right, so what is the Forex market? Well, the Forex market is the largest financial market with almost limitless amounts of liquidity, which really means that it's a market of limitless financial opportunity. All right, in fact, the Forex market means to me personally, all right, is that it is the easiest, most predictable, and safest way to invest. Now, if you're a finance junkie like I am and you pay attention to Bloomberg, CNBC, et cetera, and you're reading the publications, then you probably noticed, and especially if you've been doing this for a while now, is that the Forex market is really starting to take center stage. And what I want to do is I want to bring all this together for you. Now, I do realize that there are probably several people in this presentation who may have never seen a Forex chart before, right? So what I want to do is I am going to go over this. And I'm also going to bring up and I'm going to answer 2 questions that anyone who wants to trade usually asks. First, what are you doing when trading Forex currencies? Second, all right, what are pips and why do you want them? And Ian, I do see your question, buddy. And yes, that is accurate, and I will be discussing that. And for anybody else that is wondering, Ian's asking about in the email, we mentioned a scholarship, all right, and I will be discussing that, by the way. So, all right, thank you, Ian, for that. All right, so what we do in this market is we trade one country's currency against another, all right? Now, here on the screen, we can see that this is the Great British Pound versus the U.S. dollar. All right, how many of you, take a look at the top left-hand side of my screen. How many of you see it says GBP, which is Great British Pound, and then you have USD, right, U.S. dollar. All right, so what that's telling you, if you look at the candles, look at the market moving up, then it's moving down, right? Well, when the market's going up, that means that the Great British Pound is at advantage. Now, when the market's going down, that means that it's not at the advantage. Does that make sense? It's the disadvantage, okay? And so that's basically what that means. Now, if you look now at the top left-hand side of my screen, how many of you see the 240 there? All right, a little small. How many of you see the 240? That number denotes, okay, that number tells you what the time frame of each candlestick. So what each candle you see in this scenario at 240, that represents 4 hours. So each candle represents 4 hours. Does that make sense? So 2 candles represents 8 hours. Make sense? And so 6 represents a whole day. So any number you see there, that denotes, and that's telling you what each candlestick represents, whether it's a 60-minute time frame. In this case, it's a 240-minute time frame. All right? And so now, what we do with these candles, all right, the way this market actually works is we teach people to trade using Japanese candlestick formations, and that's what all these, weird-looking rectangles are on your screen. These are Japanese candlesticks. All right. Now, what we do with these Japanese candlesticks, All right, as an MTI student, you will become a subject matter expert on them, as they are the sign language of the market, literally telling you the story, all right, telling you the story of the market, okay? So you, as the trader, will be able to look at this and determine what's going to happen and why it's going to happen. Does that make sense? All right, now, is there anybody here that's not familiar with Japanese candlesticks? Okay. Well, what a Japanese candlestick is, it's a visual representation, all right, of how much the market moved in whatever time frame you select. All right, so you have full customization ability here with the Market Traders Institute's Wealth Acceleration 4.0 charting software, where you can create whatever time frame you'd like to view. All right. In addition, what we do with these candlesticks is we look at them to identify patterns, and it tells us what to do. Now, if you see there on the lower left-hand side, you see Morning Star buy. On the top right here with the red arrow, Evening Star sell. We explain what they mean, why they mean what they mean, and what you want to do when you do see those. So we do make sure you are fully equipped. All right. Now, this is where we get into the good stuff. All right. This is where we start talking about how we actually make money. What we're trying to do in this market is capture pips. Now, PIP is an acronym, and it stands for price, interest, point. Okay. So let me explain to you in the simplest of terms how that works. A PIP has the exact same relationship as a penny does to a dollar. Now, is everyone in this presentation familiar with the U.S. dollar? Awesome. How many pennies are there in a U.S. dollar? 100, right? So everyone does realize there's 100 pennies in a dollar. Well, that means that a penny represents 1/100th of a dollar. All right, well, if you can imagine that we are looking for a unit of measure, a monetary unit of measure smaller than $1, even smaller than 1 penny, then that unit of measure smaller than a penny would be equivalent to a pip. Now, a pip represents 1/100th of a penny, just like a penny represents 1/100th of a dollar. All right? Does this make sense to everyone in the room? If it does, just please type in a yes into the question section. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. All right, if you look now at the price action of this chart on the right-hand side of your screen, you can see the pips. All right? Now, the pips are represented in the final 2 digits of these numbers. Now, in a price fluctuation, if this market were to move from 1.65 to 1.66, that is a 1 full cent increase. And at the same time in the Forex market, that is a 100 pip increase. Now, does everyone understand that? Perfect. I want you to write this down. All right, in this market, we trade in units called lots. Now, there are standard lots, and then there are mini lots. All right, a mini lot controls $10,000 of a currency, and each pip is worth $1. A standard lot controls $100,000 of a currency, and each pip is worth $10. Now, the best part of this market is that your cost to get involved in a mini lot trade is only a $200 investment, and your cost to get involved in a standard lot trade is only a $2,000 investment. This comes from your trading account. The broker will borrow this investment size, allowing you to place the trade. Now, you can only win or lose pips. Okay, the original investment of either $200 for a mini lot or $2,000 for a standard lot goes back into your account at the completion of the trade. Does everyone understand this? Awesome. Thank you. All right. This is the important stuff, guys. This is where you're going to be able to figure out how much money can you make, all right, can you make in this market, not just how much money can be made in this market. I want you to go ahead and type this into the chat section now. If you were to go ahead and get started in the Forex market today, and you and I were to sit down side by side, you were to open up an account, and we were about to start placing trades together, okay, how much would you be able to fund your account with if you were to open up an account right now? And if you already have an account that's open, how much is your account open for? All right, and I want you to go ahead and make this real, okay, because we are about to hit the live market. And the more real you make it, the more real it's going to be for you when we get into the live market. All right? And it doesn't matter what you put, okay? All right. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Winston, Jeff, Ahmad, Jeanette, Ken, Marcos, Charles, Roman, and Jim, Ian, Fu, everybody else for opening that up. Roman, awesome, buddy. I will be talking about that as well. All right. Thank you, everybody, for those responses. All right. So what a trading system is indicators on a specific currency pair on a specific time frame in specific market conditions. Now, it's simply a group of specific rules or parameters that determine entry and exit points. Now, these points that are known as signals are often marked on a chart in real time, and they prompt the immediate execution of a trade. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get right into it. I'm now going to open up my MTI's 4.0 acceleration charting software. when you do see this pulled up on your screen, if you could all please be so kind as to type in a Y for yes, letting me know that you do see this, we're good to go. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. All right, so let me start off by telling you this. There's many different ways to trade this market, okay? And there's many different posers out there that are all plug and play. You know, they have all this marketing behind them, but they have absolutely nothing to back it up. And you know what? What I want you to know is that we provide constant updates to our systems. We constantly monitor our systems. A minimum of twice a week, we make sure that all of our systems are up to date with current market conditions. Now, there's many different ways to skin a cat when it comes to being successful trading the Forex market. And I don't know if any of you have ever heard that saying before. But what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you a simple, right? Now, it's not easy, but a simple way of getting in and getting out of this market with a plan. So now, before I get into the market, I need to discuss this plan with you, okay? Is this safe to say, folks, that if we can show you today how to consistently make money in this market with an easy-to-follow trading system, all right, would it be worth your time attending today? Awesome. All right. Thank you, Thomas, for that response, buddy. All right. Because my goal as a teacher is not to make the complex complicated. It's to take what's complicated and make it simple. Okay? And to me, that's the definition of what a teacher does. A teacher takes what's complicated and makes it simple. How many of you agree with me on that? Awesome. So what I'm going to show you now is how to combine systems with technical analysis, and we are going to roll it all into one simple and easy plan. All right. So if you're taking notes, great job. If you're not, you're probably going to want to write this down. A trader needs three things. You need to know where the market is going. You need to know where to get in. And you need to know where to get out. Thank you, Kevin, for that response, by the way. All right? So that's it, folks. Those are the three things. It's safe to say that once you know where the market's going, where to get in, and where to get out, do you think that's a plan? Now, how to get there, once again, we can skin a cat many different ways. I mean, I can show you the most complex ways of trading where I put on 5 or 6 different indicators, and then I can go through a lot of manual analysis identifying support and resistance, and then I can throw on the chart 6 different convergences that we're looking for, and then I can pull up 5 or 6 different checklists that I have to walk through to make sure that I have the absolute best trading opportunities. That's the most complex way to do it. Or what I can do is use an easy-to-follow system that will give me answers to all 3 of those questions in the shortest amount of time possible. Because I want you to first become a believer that you can see how money is made in the market, and then you can see how to actually go get that money, right? So is that fair for everyone in the room that I take you through that journey? Because I did tell you by the time we finish today, you will know more about the Forex market than 90% of the people out there. Didn't I promise you that? For sure. All right, so let me go ahead. What I'm going to open up now, I'm going to open up, this is the Euro and Australian dollar currency pair on a 60-minute time frame. The very first thing that I want you to notice, I want you to notice how this market actually moves, okay? And if you're wondering what I mean by that, let me go ahead and explain, okay? In this market, the market moves in what you call a wave-like pattern, where it makes highs and then it makes lows. It makes highs, then it makes lows. How many of you see that? What goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. Fair enough? The question is, how can you make those, how can you determine that? How can you make those predictions, right? Well, some people say you can only make money on the way up. False. You can make money on the way up and on the way down. All right, but take a look at how the market's moving, okay? So as you can see, the market's moving up, the market's moving down. Now, to the untrained eye, okay, you don't see what I see because I've been trained by MTI. All right, so I'm going to make this simple because what I want to do is, let's just say hypothetically here, all right, we pull up the chart, all right, and you're looking to get into the market. All right, and when you, if you're wondering where exactly are we getting into, let me show you, okay? Let's just say you pull up your chart, and you're looking to get into the market right here, all right? Boom. So you get home from work, all right? You pull up your computer, and instead of watching TV like most people in America do, you pull up your charts because you decide that you want to make some money while you're not at work, and I applaud you for that. So let's get into that mindset, okay? So let's look at the black line. All right, so now what are the questions? 3 questions. Where's the market going? Where am I going to get in? And where am I going to get out? We have way over 150 people with us this evening, so if I'd like to see a response from each and every one of you, okay? I challenge you to this. Go ahead and type into the chat section now, which way is the market going? If you were to get into the market right now, is the market going up or is the market going down? You tell me. I see up, 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 buy, going up, up, down. up, down, 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 down. It's like the first batch was up, the second batch is all down. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 sideways, tunneling, down, sideways. All right, cool. So we got about a 50-50 split. Okay, let's advance the market forward, and let's go ahead and see what happens. So we see the market going up. We see the market going up. We see the market going up. All right, let me stop there. How many of you see this? How many of you see the market just basically skyrocketed upwards, right? Well, I'm going to use my box information tool to go ahead and see how many pips did we generate. I got into the market there. I got out at the close of that candlestick. Fair enough? So if you all are wondering, well, how can you tell how many pips you generated? Let me show you. How many of you see this red dot? Okay. How many of you see the word range? Type in a yes, type in a me, type in whatever you'd like. Just let me know you see the word range with the number 438. All right? That number denotes how many pips you generated. So range equals pips. So in this case, all right, you're up 438 pips. All right, so 438 pips or 4,380 US dollars profit, and that was approximately 5 days. We actually got in on Thanksgiving, believe it or not, of last year, and we got out 5 days later, in 5 days. How many of you would like to generate this kind of profit, this many pips in 5 days? Great job, Melvin. Desmond, I'm glad you see it, buddy. And everybody else is typing in yes, Leonidas in all caps. All right, cool. All right, so the question is, how did you make that prediction? The question is, how can I do that? How can I look at this market and just be able to predict where it's going to go? Let me go ahead and show you, okay? So once again, for all of those that said the market's going up, I applaud you because with this tool you just saw, you just made over 400 pips. You just made over $4,000 in 5 days over Thanksgiving. How many of you would be excited about that, right? So congratulations to all those that said it's going up now. For all those that said it's going down, all right, I'm very extremely sorry for your loss of $4,000, all right? So this is the game plan. I want to empower you to take advantage of this market. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a simple system. Now, it's simple to use, but it wasn't simple to build, all right? I'm now going to go ahead and I'm going to open up the FX Turbo Trader. Now, as I put on the system, you're all going to probably have questions as to what do all those little indicators mean, what do those colors mean, all right? And don't worry, I'm going to explain to you, okay? All right, let me go ahead and delete this line so I don't confuse anybody. The very first thing I want you to notice, the very first thing that I want you to look at this teal blue line. You see the teal blue line? So as you can see right here, the candles are above the teal blue line. How many of you see that? When the candles are above the teal blue line, okay, what do you think that's telling you? The market's going up, all right? So when the candles are above the teal blue line, the market's going up. I'm going to call that my buy zone. Candles above the teal blue line equals buy zone. How many of you can tell me what the candles below the teal blue line represent? Bingo. Great job, Thomas, Ralph, Roman, Roger, Jeff, Jay, Fu, Poet, and everybody else. Sell zone. So we have a buy zone and we have a sell zone. This is an automated trend line that basically differentiates where the market's going to go. So you know when to buy, you know when to sell. Fair enough? All right. So now you have red indicators and you have green indicators. And I know what many of you are thinking right now. You're thinking, what's the indicator? Look, I wish I could tell you what the indicators are. I don't know them. All right, I didn't build them. The FX Chief built this. All right, but what I do know is how to use it, and that's what's most important. It's proprietary to MTI and the FX Chief himself. All right, now let me go ahead and tell you this. How many of you, honestly, would like to, use a system that literally a gentleman spent 25 years of his life studying the market, learning the ins and outs, becoming one of the best in the globe, in the industry, period, and then he puts all of his knowledge into a system, and then you simply, all you have to do is look at colors and indicators and go, I know what's going to happen, I know what to do, versus all the people that have put just countless hours and years into studying how to read each little detailed candlestick, right? And so once again, and I think when you realize that, that's when you really truly find the value of it. It was built by the FX Chief himself, all right? So let's look back at the candles here. How many of you see the candles above the teal blue line with the green indicators? What do you think green represents? Bingo. Green means go, green means buy. All right? Now take a look at the candles below the teal blue line with the red indicators. All right? Red means stop, red means sell. Go ahead, write that down. When you have those two things written down, type in a done, please. All right, Thank you, everybody, for that. Perfect. All right, so once again, what we've officially done right now is we've been able to differentiate. We know where the market's going based on the teal blue indicator, and then we know where we need to buy or where we need to sell. Now, for those of you that are wondering, Mike, where would you have sold on this specific example? Let me show you. How many of you see that candlestick right here, that crossed below the teal blue line? How many of you see that? That is the candlestick that I would have personally, all right, where we would have bought into the market. Sorry, where we would have got into the market selling, okay? Because it crossed back below the teal blue line. So now what do we do? Okay? Well, we simply get into the trade, live our life. I'm just sitting here idling by, letting the market do its thing, and guess what? What do you think we're going to do? All right, because what do we know now? We know where the market's going, and we know where to get in. So at this point, right, we've answered 2 of our questions, but we're still missing a third. When do we get out? Well, what do you think we're going to do when the market crosses back above the teal blue line? Right there. How many of you see that? You see that right here? That candle right there would tell me, Mike, go ahead and get out. Okay? That's it. Fair enough? So that's it. We've officially answered our 3 questions. We know where the market's going, we know where to get in, and we know where to get out. On this single trade alone, if you would have taken advantage of that, you would have been out, you would have been up. How many of you can tell me? How many pips we're at? 141 pips, right? So you would have basically been at 141 pips, okay, or 410 US dollars. Not bad, right? All right, so once again, that's how the system works. We now know where the market's going, we know where to get in, and we know where to get out. Now, I want to go ahead and ask you all a simple question, and what I'm going to do after this is I want to pull up a more current time frame, by the way, okay? Great question, Fawaz. Fawaz asks, Mike, does this system work with any pair? Yes. This system you're looking at works with any currency pair on any time frame, 100%, okay? So whichever you prefer. Doesn't matter. It works on all currency pairs and on all time frames, okay? And so once again, let me ask you all this question. If y'all had this market, you pulled up this market, this is what you saw. How many of y'all can tell me what would you do right now? You're welcome, but how many of you can tell me what would you do right now based on what you see? I'll give you a tip. The candles are above the teal blue line. All right, I'm getting 99% of you, 95% of you saying buy, all right? Let's take a look at what happens if you entered into that trade. Roman, I'm going to get into, I'll be answering your question here when I get into some other pairs, buddy. All right, take a look at that, everyone. How many of you would like to have a method, a way of literally predicting where the market's going where you can take advantage of it at any time, right? It's pretty difficult to predict. Now, I will tell you this, okay? Am I telling you, honestly, am I telling you never learn how to read this market? Am I telling you stick with systems for the rest of your life and don't ever learn how to read this market? Absolutely not. Okay, our education, the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand, it covers everything. You will literally know why the system is doing what it's doing, okay? But I want to let you know that this system alone, do I use this on every trade that I make? Absolutely. Was I trading with this system before I even knew how to trade this market, how to even read a candlestick? 100%, okay? And that's why I'm actually demonstrating this to you today, because I want to show you the benefit of this system, okay? Now take a look here. How many of y'all can tell me what would you do right now based on what you see, okay? Based on what you see right now, what would you do? John, you're right. Okay, awesome. Now, John, I like what John said. John said it's a roller coaster, okay? It's basically riding the teal blue line, for sure. But what I want to do in that, when it's like that, I want to wait for a more definite direction. How many of you agree we have a more definite direction right now? How many of you can agree? Is that fair to say? All right, so we enter into the market. I'm going to place my trade. I'm back to living my life. Selling, okay? I'm doing my thing. I'm living my life. I'm spending more quality time with my family, my children, my loved ones. All right, and actually, I'm a very transparent person. I just said my children. I actually don't have any children yet, okay? So, but maybe if you have children, all right? So, but with your children, with your family, you're spending more quality time with those you love, those you care about, and you're simply doing the things you enjoy. You know, one of my biggest fears of getting into this market before I knew anything about it was I don't have time to sit at the computer 24/7 and stare at a monitor and you know, have every candlestick cause stress, worry, nervous, anxiety. I was like, it's too much for me. But when I realized you don't have to sit there and stare at a computer all day, and it's not as big of a beast that the market seems to be, it's very predictable. You just got to be educated, right? And so, once again, take a look at what the market's doing. How many of y'all would like to be able to have a system to predict that? And what are we waiting for? We're simply waiting for the market to cross back above the teal blue line. Now, for those of you out there that are wondering, how much time do you really spend on this, Mike? I check my charts 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. If I'm on my computer throughout the day, okay, of course I'm going to pull up my charts. But do I go out of my way? Nope. I check it 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. Fair enough? So take a look here. We got into the market. We got out right here because we have a cross back above the teal blue line. All right. And by the way, if you're wondering what currency pair I'm on, or sorry, what time frame, how many of y'all can tell me what time frame we got in? We got in on the 7th. You see that? I got in on the 7th of May. The reason I'm showing you May, which was just 2-3 months ago, is because I want to show you where could you be today if you got into the market, all right, 1, 2, 3 months ago. All right, where can you be today? And that will allow you to cast a vision for yourself to show you where you can be 1, 2, 3 months from now. Fair enough? And that's why I'm showing you this. If I go directly to the live market all the way to the most current time frame, well, there's not really much I could show you because I want to show you the examples and how this actually holds true. Fair enough? I just want to show you how this works on any currency pair, and I didn't just pick any specific dates to show you that, look, it works on this specific pair. Okay, I really want you to see how this works. So where do we get into the market, right? So take a look. We got into the market, right? We got into the market selling. We got out right here. How many of y'all can tell me how many pips did we generate? How many pips are we up right now? Bingo. There it is. 199 pips. All right? Great job, everyone that is responding with 199. All right? So we're up 199 pips, or 1,990 US dollars. All right? How long did that take? Well, we got in on the 7th. We got out on the 17th in 10 days. Not bad. About $2,000, right, or just shy in 10 days. All right? So what are we going to do now? Well, I'm waiting for my next opportunity. All right? So I'm going to advance the market forward now. How many of you can see the market's riding the teal blue line right here? You see that? I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to wait until I have a more definite direction. Is that fair enough? All right, so once again, I advance the market forward. I see a little bit of sideways movement, and so I'm looking for a more definite direction. How many of y'all can tell me, do you believe that we have a more definite direction? Is that fair to say? Absolutely. Mike, where would you place your trade? I would get into the market personally right here at the close of that candlestick. So I get into the market, I'm buying, I'm back to living my life, doing the things that I do. All right, you simply come home from work, you say, hey, you know what, I'm going to basically spend 15 minutes on the computer, and then I'll have dinner. It's just spending a couple minutes a day. That's really all it is, right? And so once again, I place my trade, and how many of you are catching on to what I'm showing you? How many of you feel that from what I just showed you, if I stopped right now and you had the system in your hands, how many of you feel that you could actually do something like this already, right? And so once again, it's all about the value. Do you see yourself doing this? Do you see yourself using this? Do you find this of value that where it could benefit your life and your family, right? And so I just wanted a way to create some supplemental income. That's really all I wanted, And here it is. There's the close below the teal blue line. All right, boom, and there it is. So what are we going to do? Let's take a look. How many pips did we generate on that one single trade? Well, I got into the market right here. I got out right there. How many pips is that? Robert, I've been discussing that, buddy, and I'll show you some more examples here in just a few minutes. All right, 233 pips, or 232 pips. Sorry, I moved the mouse. So great job, everybody. So 232 pips, or 2,320 US dollars, right? 2 trades, not bad. How many of you would be okay with that? Placing 2 trades during the same month, okay? And that's where you're at, right? And so let's go ahead. Let's keep on moving here. Let's take a look at what we would do next. How many of y'all can tell me what would you be doing right now based on what you see? Selling, right? Well, why? Because we have candles below the teal blue line. I have my red indicators. Bingo. Joseph, your words are absolutely right. So once again, we're now selling. We're in the market. We're selling. We're back to living our life, doing our thing, doing the things that we love, and we're just waiting for the market to cross back below the teal blue line. You see, when people are trading and they're not educated, they're worried, they're scared, they're nervous, they're fearful, anxiety and stress. And, I know some people that want to trade, and they've been saying that for almost 10 years now, and they still haven't got into trading the Forex market because they just don't know what to do. They have fear. But when you have a strategy, when you have a game plan, when you have a vision, when you're confident in what you're doing, you know what you're doing works, that's when it becomes fun. And there it is. The market crosses back above the teal blue line. There's my position that I'm going to exit out of the market right there. All right? So I got into the market selling. I got out right here. How many of y'all can tell me how many pips are we up right now? Winston, I will be showing you some examples of that, buddy. All right. So once again, we're at 114 pips. Great job, each and every one of you. Doug, Ken, Fu, Roman, Joseph, Melvin, Fawaz, and everybody else. 114 pips, or $1,140. Now, what I want to do at this point, I want to actually just take a break. I want to take a moment, and I want to just kind of open up your eyes to something real quick. All right? If each and every one of you can just, I want you to quickly pay as close attention as you can, is what I'm about to tell you. I want to go ahead and show you what kind of potential you truly have, because my goal is for you to see the opportunity you have in this market, and for you to see the opportunity you have for NTI to actually help you with this market, okay? And so what I'm going to do is, let's just say we opened up our account with an initial balance of $5,000. Now, if you can't fund your account for $5,000 initially, don't worry. I don't want to lose you here. I'm going to explain that, okay? Trust me. So let's just say, for just hypothetical purposes here, we opened up our account with a $5,000 initial account balance. Now, let's just say you opened up your account for $500, for $200, whatever it is, okay? Take whatever you funded your account with, and the example I'm showing you, I want you to apply it to whatever you funded your account with, because it works. It's the same thing. It's just a different number. Does that make sense? All right. And at the end of what I'm about to show you, I think you're really going to get a great perspective on the potential you have in this market. Okay. So how much money did we make? And we'll call it about 25 days. In about 25 days, what did we make? Well, 1,990 plus 2,320 plus 1,140 is 5,450 bucks. So 5,450 US dollars profit in 25 days. All right, not bad. Well, so with that said and done, how much did we end up with at the end of the 25? Let's just call it 1 month. All right, well, we are now at a total of $10,450 total account balance. How many of y'all would like to more than double your account, all right, in 1 month? Would you be okay with that? Okay? Well, take a look here. How many of y'all, if you consider yourself the non-aggressive type trader, type in the letter no. No is not a letter. Type in the letter N if you're not aggressive. Okay? Joseph, we will be getting into that information, buddy, but if you want to put your number down, I'll have one of my educational specialists reach out to you. Not a problem. All right? So okay, perfect. Now, if you are aggressive, type in the letter A. Type in the letter A for aggressive if you are aggressive, if you love risk. Cool, perfect. Here's why I'm asking you this, if you're wondering why. For those of you that are not aggressive, I'm going to call you no risk. Here's what I want you to do at the end of the 30 days. Okay, I want you to withdraw. Literally, I want you to withdraw, okay, $5,000 from your account. Why $5,000, you ask? Here's why. What did you fund your account with? $5,000. How many of you understand that every trade from here on out, you're literally trading with, it's all profit. It's pure profit. I like to call it free money. You can't lose. Even if you take a loss, guess what? You lost profit. You're home free. There's no risk. It's only wins from here on out because you can't lose the money that you funded your account with and took back. Does that make sense? All right? And that's for those of you that are not aggressive. All right? You're now trading. There's no weight on your shoulders because it's pure profit from here on out. For those of you that are aggressive, for those of you that like to, you love risk, I'm going to call you risk taker. And here's what I want you to do. You're not going to withdraw $5,000. What I want you to do is I want you to start trading 2 standard lot positions instead of 1. What we've been showing you is 1 standard lot. Well, I want you to start trading at 2 standard lots. What does that mean? Very simple. If you made this with 2 standard lots, here's what that means. You would have generated, okay, you would have basically generated 398 pips. You just double that and double the profit. Does that make sense? See, simple. You're gonna double everything from here on out if you're now trading with 2 standard lots. Does this make sense? Now, for those of you out there that are still thinking in your head, man, but Mike, I can't fund my initial account balance with 5,000. Here's what I want you to understand. Joshua Martinez, he's one of my really good friends. We actually grew up together. He's also a professional trader. He works here at MTI. He's an international speaker, one of the best traders in the globe. He actually funded his account when he first started with 500 bucks, 500 US dollars. Shortly thereafter, he literally took that $500 to $39,000. Okay? If you're wondering how, here's how. If that sounds like you, or potentially where you would be, I want you to understand that we have a profit plan to help you achieve your goals. So if you start trading at micro lots, which is the smallest lot size available, let's just say you trade that with the plan that we're going to give you for 4 to 6 weeks, give or take. Well, after you trade micro lots for that time frame, guess what you're going to bump up to? You're going to start trading mini lots, 4 to 6 weeks, give or take. And from there on out, guess what? You will eventually get to trading standard lots. Okay, that's what Josh did. That's what I did. That's what a lot of us did. Okay, and so once again, if you can't start with standard, it's not a problem. I just want you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. That it is a progression. If what I'm showing you makes sense, I'm about to move on. Please type in a Y for yes. Type in yes, me, absolutely, whatever you want. Just let me know. Yep, this makes sense. All right. All right. Perfect. Thank you, everybody, for all your interaction to let me know that all this makes sense. Thank you for that. So once again, let's go ahead. Let's advance the market forward. All right, and let's take a look, okay, at what we're going to do next. All right. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to advance the market forward. All right. And let's go ahead and see what happens next. All right. Now, as a matter of fact, if you can see there, I accidentally put this on. Let me take this off real quick. All right. All right. Thanks for your patience. All right. Perfect. There we go. We're good to go. All right. So let me advance the market forward. Let's take a look at our next opportunity. How many of y'all can tell me right now, based on what you see, okay, what would you do? Yep. And hey, Roman, I actually did the same thing, buddy. All right, absolutely. We're all buying. Why are we buying? Simple. Because the candles are above the teal blue line. We have a great indicator. We're now buying. We're living our life, waiting for the market to do its thing, take its course. We're just simply waiting for our next move. As a matter of fact, how many of you see the market drops? You see that? For those of you that are not sure what just happened, all right, we did not profit, okay? We actually just took a little loss, okay? Let's take a look at our loss. We got into the market here. We got in buying, but it dropped to here. How many of y'all can tell me what is our loss? 31 pips. You see that? 31 pip loss. Not bad, okay? So minus 31 pips or 310 US dollars. All right. Anyone that tells you you're never going to lose, anyone that tells you you're never going to lose, you're going to win 100% of the time, listen to me, they're lying to you. There's no such thing as an undefeated season. Anyone who tells you, hey, I've never lost, let me tell you, they've likely placed one trade, they won, they retired, never traded again, and they have the claim to fame that they went undefeated. But truth and reality is if you want to be successful in this market and you want to be consistent at this market, you will incur losses from time to time. But equity management is key. We teach that in the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. And we also teach you how to keep your profits high, all right, and to keep your profits high and to keep your losses small. And, yep, Ditto, you're absolutely right, okay? So once again, that is that. Now, how many of y'all would be okay losing 31 pips after gaining 199, 232, and 114? Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, everybody. All right, so let's advance the market forward, and let's see what we're doing next. Now, because I just incurred a loss, okay, that is a sign that we might experience some sideways movement. Does that make sense? Okay, we just incurred a loss, so we might experience a little bit of channeling here, okay? And so we're going to see what happens. Now, take a look. The market's going up. We have a red indicator, okay, but we're above the teal blue line. And so then we see it drop, but it's still not good enough for me. I'm still waiting because I see green in there, and it's just all over the place right now. So what am I waiting for? I am waiting for my next definite direction to tell me, yep, Mike, full confidence in what we need to do next. Does that make sense? I am looking for a more definite direction. When we have that definite direction, all right, let's all see if we're on the same page here. All right, how many of you see that? It's just riding the teal blue line. Well, once again, I'm waiting for a more definite direction. How many of y'all believe we are in a more definite direction? We're more in a definite trend. Is that fair to say? So we place our trade, okay? We place our trade. We're back to living our life. We're now selling. We're living our life, doing the things we love, spending more quality time with our family. You know, and by the way, how many of y'all are busy like me, where you love traveling, you love just going out to eat, you love just, I don't know, I love surfing, but maybe you just love to travel, spend time with your family, just, you know, out of the house, you're out and about, just doing things, right? Well, I want you to know that this system actually allows you to receive auto notifications to your phone via text message and or email and or phone call to tell you the moment it drops below the teal blue line or the moment it crosses above the teal blue line. So let's just say you're out and about and there's a cross and you weren't there to hurry up and get out, okay? All right, or maybe you took a little loss but you weren't there to, okay, guess what? The alert's there. All you have to do is notify your broker. It's all said and done. All right, you also have the capability to set on auto trade. And so once again, take a look at this, look at the predictability, and how many of y'all feel so far, you know, type in the percentage of what you understand, right? Whether you understand 0%, 100%, you know, what do you understand of what I'm showing you? And there it is. How many of you see the cross back above the teal blue line? That's my indicator. I'm now going to get out right there. I'm going to collect my pips. Let me go ahead and move all this here so we can just keep it all together. All right, so based on that, let's go ahead, let's collect our pips, and let's see what the next move is. All right, so we got into the market. We got out right here, 73 pips. How many of you see that? Fu, no problem, buddy. Our education covers that in its entirety, bud. No problem. All right, absolutely. So we're at 73 pips, okay? So we're up 73 pips or $730 US. Let me go ahead. I believe that all of you are understanding this. Let me show you one more example real quick as to how this holds true. Now, based on what I see, how many of y'all see the size of that candlestick? Pretty big, right? And it's got another one backing it, and we have a great indicator. That's all I need to see. I am now going to reverse my position. I am now going to buy. I'm now buying. I'm in the market. Once again, living my life. You know, whether you're retired, you're working full time, or you want to plan on retirement, or you just want to spend more time with the family, or you just want to get away. You know, one thing I'll share with you that's pretty personal, but I'll just, you know, I talk to you all, by the way, if you haven't noticed, like we're already partners, okay? So I'm just a very transparent person. You know, I was just sick and tired of working 40, 50 hours a week and having, and I'm not saying this is you, but this was me, and running out of money before I ran out of month. It didn't make sense. I knew where all my money was going before it even came in, and it was pretty rough. And I mean, even on, like, you know, vacation time, they're like, yeah, have fun. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, right? Why? Because I couldn't even afford just to buy a plane ticket or get away. And that's when it hit me one day when I couldn't even fill up my whole gas tank. I was like, there's got to be a better way than this, you know? Like, I work so hard, but it just doesn't make sense. And that's when I truthfully said, you know what? I heard a lot about the Forex market, and that's when I truthfully started looking into the Forex market, when I just realized there has to be a better way. And so once again, we crossed back above the teal blue, or below the teal blue line, got into the market here. I got out right here. How many of y'all can tell me how many pips are we at? 103 pips. All right, great job, everybody. So once again, 103 pips or $1,030. All right, so let me do this. Let me go ahead and bring this all together, and I want to just quickly see what have we accomplished, what have we done, and that was approximately a 6-week time frame. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Let's do this together. So we're up $1,030, $730, another $1,990, $2,320, $1,140 equals $7,210 minus our loss of $310, $6,900. So we're up $6,900 profit in 6 weeks time. How many of y'all would be okay generating this type of income in a 6-week time frame? How many of y'all feel that would benefit you some way, whether it's you know, to retire, bring the wife home from work, you know, I don't know what it would do for you. Maybe get out of debt or just go on vacation, maybe help somebody out. I mean, I don't know what it would do for you personally, but for me, it was just breathing room. It was just being able to breathe a little bit better. But today's not about me, all right? It's about you. And so once again, you have to ask yourself, how would that truthfully help you? And what would that do for you and your life and your family, okay? For me, it was just a way to create a passive type income and create generational wealth. So let me ask all of you this question. I'm going to remove this system. How many of y'all feel that you would have been able to get the exact same results without the system? How many of y'all feel you would have been able to get the exact same results without the system? Right, I have a lot of you saying no, nope, nada, no way. All right, now let's go ahead and let's add the system on and take a look at this. All right, and that is literally the power of the FX Turbo Trader. All right, and once again, I do use this on every trade that I make. All right, now that's the FX Turbo Trader. What I want to introduce to you right now, I now want to actually open up. This is the Turbo Trader Auto. Now this is on a Euro and JPY currency pair. JPY, for those of you that aren't sure, is Japanese yen. And this is on a 240-minute time frame. Okay, now let me explain to you how the system works. The reason it's called Turbo Trader Auto. How many of y'all, okay, some of you might not. How many of y'all would like a way to literally where you can set a trade, you can literally set the system to trade automatically for you as if you had an assistant trading for you? Okay? If obviously you looked at back-tested results, you saw the success, you were like, all right, maybe you go away on vacation for 2 weeks or whatever. Okay, how many of y'all would like that? And so once again, this system can place trades for you, take you into the market, and bring you out automatically. If you want that, great. If not, no big deal. Now, it also sends you alerts to your phone via text message and or email and or phone call. Okay, it literally tells you what to do. Now, in this system, what we're going to do, let me explain this to you. Once again, the 3 questions. Where's the market going? Well, the green indicator tells you the market's going up. Make sense? The red indicators tell you the market's going down. That's where the market's going. Now, where do we get in? Simple. We get in. Andrea, we'll get into that question here in just about here. All right. So once again, let's look at the arrows here. How many of y'all see the red arrows? Okay, and the green arrows. Okay. Red arrow means get into the market selling. Green arrow means get into the market buying. Does that make sense? So we now know where the market's going. We know when to get in. How do we know when to get out? Simple. If we're buying, we're waiting for a red arrow. If we're selling, we're waiting for a green arrow. Does that make sense? So let's go ahead and take a look at this green arrow right here. We are now entering the market buying. I'm going to advance the market forward, and here's what I'd like all of you to do. If you can all please be so kind as to type in the word now when it's time to profits and reverse our position. Okay? Let's move here. Take a look at that. Take a look how the market advances forward. It's moving up, all right? And I'm just simply waiting for the market to give me the indicator. We're just living our life. And there it is. How many of y'all see that? The red arrow appears. I have a lot of you typing in the word now. Thank you all for your interaction. All right. I'm glad that you understand this and that you're paying close attention. All right. So once again, that's it. I was told when to get in. I'm told when to get out. However, with this system, I'm not just going to exit the market. I'm going to reverse my position. So how many of y'all can tell me how many pips is that? It's 181 pips. You see that? So we're at 181 pips, okay, or $1,810. What are we going to do now? We are going to reverse our position. I am now going to sell. Now, I'll tell you right now, you see how the market's going up and we're selling? The majority of folks, including myself, before I knew how to read this market, okay, would have probably gone, oh boy, and they would have taken themselves out of the trade. But when you're confident in your strategy, when you're confident in what you're doing, this is what the market's telling you to do. This is what the system's telling you to do. You're living your life. Whether you're at the beach, you're at the park, you're at the movies, you're taking a nap, you're at the theme park, you're on a flight, you're on an island, wherever you're at. Maybe you're at work, right? You're just living your life. And in real life, what would this indicator that pops up mean? It would basically mean that you got a text message sent to your phone telling you what to do. And there it is, right? We now have a green indicator that appears, and that's telling me to take my profits. All right, so I got into the market. I reversed my position. I got out here. I'm now up 98 pips. You see that? 98 pips. Not bad. So I'm up 98 pips, or $980 US. 2 trades, Not doing too bad. All right, what am I going to do now? I am going to reverse my position and do what? Buy. I'm now buying. I'm living my life, letting the market do its thing, take its course, as I'm out doing the things that I love, while other people that aren't educated are sitting there in front of their computer, fearful, stressed, anxiety, scared. Why? I'm not making fun of anybody, by the way. You have to understand this is reality. You know, when you're not educated, it's not fun to trade. But when you're educated, it's actually a blast. And take a look here. You get into the market here. You got out right here. How many pips is that? 92 pips. How many of you feel that you can actually do what I'm showing you? Or how many of you feel this is way too complicated? Like, this is very, very difficult. You're just not sure if you could really do something like this. Or how many of you feel this is something you could do, right? And so once again, what are we doing now? We are going to what? Take our profits, reverse our position, and sell. Now we're selling, living our life, doing it, just doing the things that we love. All right, and I'm just waiting for the market to and by the way, I actually see somebody wrote, somebody wrote, my wife can actually do this too. And I'll let you know right now, by the way, there's a lot of wives that buy the system and they teach their husbands, and a lot of husbands that buy this Ultimate Traders and their wives go through it. Does that make sense? And so once again, it's actually pretty funny. One of my, Jose Tormos, a professional trader here at Market Traders Institute, he's actually teaching his son how to trade this market, and his son's, I believe he's like 5 years old, and he's already teaching his son. And so all it is a desire. And yep, Robert, you're absolutely right, buddy. So 107 pips. How many of you see that? All right. So we're now at 107 pips. Oh, as a matter of fact, I think I measured that. Sorry about that. I think I measured that too low there. But okay, perfect. 107 pips. So we're up 107 pips, or 1,070 US dollars. So with that, let me go ahead and do this. Let's take a look, okay, at what our profit was with just these 4 trades alone, and this was in approximately a 6-week time frame. All right, so we're now up 1,070 plus 920. All right, actually, let me do this. All right, 1,070 plus 920 plus 1,810 plus 980 is $4,780. So $4,780 profit, let's call it, in 6 weeks' time. How many of y'all would like to generate, once again, $4,780 profit in just 6 weeks, right? And understand that if you're trading 2 standard lots, it's a different story. Does that make sense? If you were trading multiple currency pairs, it's a different story, okay? And so once again, this is the Turbo Trader Auto, and what you have to ask yourself is, do you find value, okay, do you find value in what I'm showing you? Right? Hey, Les, that's a great question, by the way. What I can do, I'd love to personally answer that for you if you'd like. After this presentation, I can personally answer your question for you. Not a problem. All right, so once again, folks, I'm glad that you see that. And so what I want to do now is let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at how much did we make off these 2 simple currency pairs. So 6,900 plus $4,780 is $11,680, okay? How many of y'all would like to generate $11,680 on 2 currency pairs, okay, several trades in each one, in about a 6-week time frame within these currency pairs? Would that be okay for you? Would that honestly help you? Would it benefit you, right? And once again, for those of you that are not risk takers that withdrew your $5,000, you're looking at pure profit because you already withdrew your $5,000 initial account balance. Remember that? And so this would be pure profit. If you never withdrew that, you'd be up $16,680. For those of you that are trading 2 standard lots, well, I'm not going to add it all up, but let's just say it's a lot of money. It's well over $20,000. Okay? And I don't want you to hear all these big numbers and be like, what? No way. And but here's what I am going to do. I am about to show you. How many of you right now, you're probably wondering, well, you know what, that's awesome. I see the potential. I believe I can do this. But you might be wondering, well, Mike, how many people, how many clients and students actually succeed at this level? Is anybody out there wondering that? Because I knew for a fact I was actually wondering that. I was like, that's cool, but how many people are actually doing that? And I'm going to actually show you here in just a second just how much success a lot of people that are partnered with MTI are actually having. But once again, that's what I wanted to personally show you today. And what I want you to understand is that today I just showed you two of MTI's many powerful strategies and techniques that MTI offers. And unlike other educational experiences that you may have had in the past, MTI is going to give you a plethora of strategies to allow you to be ready for any turns the market may take. Now, take a look at these lists I'm about to show you. These are all strategies, all right, and techniques that you will be fully equipped and empowered with, all right, to use during any market condition. Once again, what I just showed you was just two techniques that MTI offers. All right, we've been using these strategies. MTI has been using these strategies for over 20 years, and that's the only reason that we actually teach them. These will allow you to take advantage of any market condition. All right, and so with that being said, what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and I want to pull up our social media. All right, I'm going to take just a minute or two to do this so that you can hear from some of our students and from some of our clients as well. All right, now these people are just like you. All right, so as I'm pulling these up, what I want you to do is I want you to listen to the overall feel of our students. Are they happy? Are they profitable? More importantly, are they having fun? And lastly, I want you to put yourself in their shoes and ask yourself, do you think you can have this kind of success? All right, if you want to find us on Facebook, by the way, you can find us under Market Traders Institute. All right, and so let's get right into it. All right, and so let's go ahead. I want to scroll down, and let me just show you a couple recent ones here. Here we have Nick Paisley. Nick says, odd-CAD trading using the master sell-stick strategy using the daily time frame to plan the trade. So far, I'm up 231 pips. I'm expecting to make 1,329 pips when it hits the daily pivot. Okay, so once again, how many of y'all would like to generate 231 pips and have an expectation of 1,329? All right. Here's JB Biff. He says, Aussie funding using the strategy. I closed out after 9 minutes, 159 pips profit. How many of y'all would like to generate 159 pips in just 9 minutes? Once again, a lot of this is from the tipping point prediction and the personal webinars that we offer our students, where literally if you don't know what to do, you can just simply log on and we'll literally tell you what you need to trade that day. Okay, and so I'll explain that a little bit more, but once again, that's that. Here's Ron Yates. He says the new FX Precision system is awesome. Opened my first trade yesterday using it and closed out this morning for 135 pips. Thank you, MTI, for the life-changing education. And that was posted on the 6th. Well, how many of y'all would like to get in less than 24 hours? You're up 135 pips. All right. So once again, that's just a couple. Here's Ibrahim, just raked in 529 pips. Jason Stewart was able to lock in 141 pips this morning, shorting the Great British Pound Canadian dollar before the announcement came out. Not bad. How many of y'all would like to generate 141 pips in one single morning? Darko Asanian says, traders, if you went up to 200 and 250 pips in one trade, be smart, don't trade the next day or two. That's completely up to you, but how many of y'all would like to generate 200 to 250 pips in one day? Ibrahim bagged in 367 pips on the Great British Pound and the CAD, and 322 pips on others, total of 689 pips for the day, and it's Friday. Okay? Once again, all right, here's Darko. He says, another great morning. He says it becomes a daily routine. Great British Pound, 288, 163, 36, 90, 25, 716 pips. Once again, these are all, I can go on. He actually posted another one. Here's Sandra Osborne. Sandra says, thank you, Josh. I made 151 pips this morning because of the free webinar you offered last night. All right? Once again, how many of y'all would like to generate 151 pips in one single morning? If you're wondering, well, what is that free webinar? Okay? It is for students. All right? Once again, we do get you into all the latest classes and webinars that you need to attend and that you want to be a part of, if you'd like to be a part of them, of course, in order to see what do I need to trade, what do I need to do, okay? Once again, let me just show you a couple more, and I'm going to move on here. Here's Christopher Atienza. Christopher says, he sends a snapshot of his account, and he says, I do it again. I'm now up 600 pips since June 30th, up currently. Thanks, MTI, for the great tools and training. Thanks, FX Showtime, for the tips, as well as the FX Chief. How many of y'all realize that he said, I'm up since June 30th, and he posted it on July 7th. Folks, that's just over 1 week. In 1 week, that's 600 pips. That's over 5,000 US dollars. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, how many of y'all feel this is something you can do? All right, give me a yes, give me a me, give me a, I believe so. Let me know if this is something you feel that you can do, if this is something you feel you can succeed at, and if you really see yourself on here as a success. Right? And because once again, if you wonder how all these folks are generating this kind of success so quickly, don't forget what I told you earlier, which is what MTI basically stands for, that we take our 20 years experience to give our clients and students the best entries to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time possible. All right, and that's what we do. Katrina Marie closed out on the odd CAD, 165 pips today, total of 334 pips for the week. Ibrahim, 187 pips, 145 pips. Folks, I can go on and on. I'm not going to. I believe you all get the picture here, but I will show you. Let's just show you one more here, and I'll go ahead and move on. Here's Katrina. Great predictions. Made 250 pips today. So, folks, do you now see what I'm talking about when I say, right, that I say, you know, you can succeed at this, and that a lot of our individuals are succeeding, and that you know, a lot of our students and clients are succeeding at the highest level? Do you think, do they sound happy? Do they sound profitable? More importantly, does it sound like they're having fun? So let me quickly remind you, live each weekday, this is our tipping point prediction. All right? Basically, it's a 2,000 pip movement in one currency pair, a 1,000 pip movement on another, and this is basically a $30,000 a year opportunity for you to make that, all right, between now and the end of this year. This is only for MTI students, and you can be a part of this, and you can literally have access to this starting today. All right? So let me ask you real quick. Let me go ahead and let me ask you the question. All right? Who wants to be one of our success stories? If that's you, give me a yes, give me a me, give me I do. Right? Type in, let me know if that's you. Okay? Awesome. That's Leonidas, that's Fu, Everett, Warut, Stephen, John, and everybody else that's typing in their names. Well, listen, you can be through the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. Now, this program is the most complete, the most comprehensive, easy-to-use, step-by-step system on the planet. Now, take a look at some of the people that have benefited from the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. People like John R. He's an engineer from Grapevine, Texas. John says what they teach you, how they teach you, when to get in, when to get out, when to stay out. That's a big thing. Basically, it's a full understanding of how the market works. So we are going to start you off in the fast lane with a 3-day Wealth and Freedom Experience Live. For a lifetime, you will be able to attend either live in beautiful Lake Murray, Florida, or in the comfort of your own home. Now, in the first 2 days of this 3-day event, you will get an in-depth and thorough understanding of the lessons that you will go through in MTI's education. On the 3rd day, you will get to experience live practical application of the principles taught in these lessons. All right, and while you're applying these principles, if a trade setup presents itself, you will have the benefit, all right, of a Forex market veteran to help you potentially make money on the spot. Folks, I'm going to include this for a lifetime once again. For those of you that are here and ready for this, MTI's next 3-day Wealth and Freedom Experience Live class will be August 23rd through the 25th. However, there are only 25 seats left. They do fill up very quickly, so if you want to take advantage of this, you're going to want to take advantage of this and reserve your seat as soon as possible. All right, so it doesn't matter if you're a brand new novice Forex investor or if you have some prior Forex knowledge. All right, rest assured that with this 3-day event, you will be starting off the right way. All right, all of those different things that you see on the screen, that's what you're going to benefit from. And understand the bottom line, what you're going to learn is how to literally have you're going to learn how to study and learn how to have the best entries to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time possible. All right, and you will begin to build your skill set that will begin to potentially transform your life right now. Again, you will have access to this for a lifetime. Now, once finished with that, all right, with the 3-day class, you're not done there. You will receive the Financial Freedom Online University. Now, this is a 16-week, at-home, self-paced, on-demand, step-by-step learning package that will ensure that you understand how to properly trade the Forex market. All right, this will drive home the principles that you learned in the 3-day Wealth and Freedom live event, and you will have access to this for a lifetime. So if you liked what I showed you in the 3 steps to Forex trading success, then this is going to be perfect for you. You're also going to receive the Wealth and Acceleration software package. So if you like what you saw in the live market, then this will benefit you greatly. You will receive the FX Turbo Trader and the Turbo Auto Trader, which can automatically place trades for you, even the Fibonacci tool that made this market so easy, and you have the ability to have the software email and or text message you alerts right to your phone. This is what the pros use, and so I am going to include this today as well. When's the last time you made money from receiving a text message, right? And so I'm going to give you a full year, 12 months access right out of the gate, all right? In addition to that, I want to include some powerful tools to really help you master this market. And so how many of you are like me and you absolutely love checklists? Right? How many of you would love to know exactly what to do, right, step by step by step? Well, for those of you that are just like me, I am going to include the step-by-step Pro Traders checklist, but you have to take action today, okay? Now, I didn't even mention this, but what I feel is the most powerful tool that you will have access to is the Analyst On Demand Room. Now, this room is hosted by live professional analysts and traders that monitor the Forex market 24 hours per day. How much money do you think you can honestly make by logging into this room and asking MTI's professional analysts where they think the market is going? Better yet, what if you can ask the analysts exactly where they think you should enter in your trades or get out or exit out of your trades for profit? How many times have you wondered, man, if I could just have a professional by my side to confirm what I'm doing or tell me what to do? How many of y'all have honestly ever wished that, right? I just want a professional by my side, right, to go to at any time, 24 hours a day. Well, you have that with this, okay? So quit wondering if you did things right. Just log in and ask. In addition to that, you're also going to get something that's really special. This is the FXG Fast Track Mentorship Program. So imagine having a mentor that's a 25-year veteran and the founder of MTI virtually right in your home to take you by the hand and know exactly what to do. Well, take a look at some of the people that have benefited from the FXG Fast Track Mentorship. And by the way, this is part of the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. People like John G. He's retired from Fishers, Indiana. Now, I will tell you that John was very scared and skeptical because he wasn't sure if he was truly able to learn a new life skill, okay? Well, here's what John says. That's where the chief came in and brought it down to my level and made me understand. He also made me understand that I don't have to know everything. I can learn it as I go, and I can go from here, but he gave me the opportunity to get started. I'm proud to report that John is a very successful trader now, and he is succeeding at the highest level, and he's gone through all the education, and he is winning at this market every single day. So you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. How did he do that? Simple. Because of the rapid results profit plan. We want you to succeed quickly because your success is our success, so we've added this plan of action to protect your total while ensuring rapid growth. I briefly discussed this earlier in the live market as well. You will have this for a lifetime. Also, how many of you all want a roadmap, a success roadmap, to literally find the best place to be successful right when you're trading and to know exactly where to look so that you can start making more money right away? Well, that's what this is. You are going to have this for a lifetime as well. Now, I believe in this package so much, and I am so passionate about your success that when you do the right thing and you take action now, you will have our personal 100% satisfaction guarantee. What does that mean? You have 60 full days, 2 full calendar months to go through the entire education. If for whatever reason after 60 days you feel, you know what, Mike, it's not for me, no big deal. Okay? We will give you your money back. And remember, this is proprietary information. All right? But we just trust that you're going to find the value and you're going to love what you see. But once again, you have 60 days. So once again, it's a zero-risk opportunity. Folks, type into the question section, what kind of risk is this? Absolutely, it's a zero-risk opportunity, so I encourage you to take action now. So let's go over the value of the education that you will be receiving. You're going to receive the 3-day Wealth and Freedom Experience, the Financial Freedom Online University, the Wealth Acceleration Software Package, the Analyst on Demand, the Step-by-Step Pro Traders Checklist, the FX Chiefs Fast Track Mentorship Program, the Rapid Results Profit Plan, the Success Now Roadmap. Now, folks, this is all valued at $12,610 US. Okay? But let me ask everyone in this room a question. If all this package did for you was teach you and show you how to make several thousands of dollars per month, month after month after month, okay, would it be worth the investment, yes or no? You tell me. And I want you to stop and think about it. If all this package did for you was help you so that you can make sure that you have the money to retire with, would it be worth the investment? For those of you that are close to retirement age, is it worth it for you? Type in a yes or no. And if all this package did for you is help you earn enough money to travel around the world and spend more quality times with your family and loved ones, would it be worth the investment? Absolutely. And so, I'm here to empower, and I came here to serve. I came here today to make this package available for each and every one of you. All right? And so as you can see, our package is normally $7,495 US. However, today, you're not going to pay $7,495. All right? Today and today only, you do have the ability to receive a $2,000 scholarship, which will give you $2,000 off this package, making your one-time investment just $5,495. The reason we're offering this is because tomorrow morning, we will literally have a seat. We will get you into a session with Jose Tormos, a professional analyst, as he's going to go through a 3-hour session that we can get you in for free, of course. We're going to give it to you for taking advantage of this today. And literally, he's going to break down what opportunities you want to take advantage of. He's going to show you how to read the market and what you need to do. And also, for those of you that join our tipping point prediction, you are going to take advantage of a $30,000 year making opportunity between now and the end of this year. All right? And so once again, remember that that tipping point prediction can literally give you a full return on your investment. There's folks that have already more than doubled the return on their investment. And anyways, that is what that will do for you, and that's what I can get you into, and that's why we are offering this special for today only. All right, well, again, $2,000 off today. Folks, you now have my permission to type in your telephone number into the question section. We will have an educational specialist reach out to you here in just a few minutes, all right? And all you need to do is just enter in your number, and I do have educational specialists on standby right now, all right? And so for whatever reason, you see our number on the screen, you want to call in now, feel free to call in. But at this time, you do have my permission to type in your phone numbers, all right? And so once again, I do want to congratulate all those that are currently typing in their numbers this time. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Kylie. I see that. Thank you, Ariel and Rachel. You do have your phone numbers. Now, I came here to make this program affordable for each and every one of you, okay? So for those of you that are sitting here thinking, I can't afford this opportunity, all right, but I can't not afford to have this course, I'm here to help you, and I am here to serve you, all right? So for those of you that take action right now, I am going to extend out to you two options. Option A is the cost is $5,495, and you will receive the $2,000 off, okay? And once again, you're going to join Jose Tormos tomorrow morning. And you're also going to take immediate advantage of our tipping point prediction. Now, for those of you that want to go with option B, Easy Pay Program, well, it's flexible monthly payments. However, if you want to take advantage of the scholarship for $2,000, that only applies to option A. So for those of you that pay in full, will receive the scholarship, but for those of you that go with option B, it will be the normal price without the $2,000 savings. Does that make sense? And so if you want to take advantage of this, that is for option A with the savings. Folks, you now have my permission to enter in your telephone numbers, and please type in option A or option B, letting me know which option you'd like to take advantage of. Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. I do see you put in your phone number. If you could just please let us know which option best works for you. Ephraim, I do have your phone number, buddy. Thank you. Please let us know which option works best for you. And Charles, awesome. Thank you, sir. If you could please let us know which option works for you. Jay, Kylie, Jay, I see you're going with option A today. I see that. Jonathan, I see you're going with option B today. Thank you for that. I see that. Thank you. Ariel, I do see you're going with option A. Leonidas, I see you're going with option B. Loretta, I see you're going with option B today. Thomas, I see you're going with option A. Thank you for that. Andrew, I have your number. I see you're going with option A. Desmond, I see you're going with option B. All right, Desmond, all we need is your phone number if you haven't typed it in already, buddy. All right, Thomas, thank you for that. I see that. Fernando, thank you for your phone number. I see you're going with option A today. And Everett, I see you're going with option B. And I want you all to remember that once again, option A is going to be basically if you go with option A, you will get the discounted price for $5,495. For those, that's because of the scholarship. For those of you that go with option B, you will have the benefit of taking advantage of our flexible monthly payments. However, okay, however, you will not receive the scholarship, so it will be the $7,495 price. Does that make sense? I just want to make sure I let you all know that. And so once again, Frederick, if I were you, I'd put in your phone number, speak to an educational specialist. They will provide you with all of that information. Awesome. Thank you, Samuel. I do have your phone number. If you could just please let us know which option best fits your needs. That'd be great. Thank you, Jeanette. We do have your phone number. I see you're going with option A as well. And, yep, no problem. I do see that. Thank you for that. Rachel, I do have your phone number as well. I see you're going with option A. Thank you. So once again, thank you for all those that are currently typing in their phone numbers and which options they want to move forward with. We will have an educational specialist reach out to you all here in just a few minutes. If you've already put in your phone number and option, all right, if you want to call in now, feel free to do so, all right, or you can wait for us to reach out to you. But remember, this education today is backed up. Okay, it's backed by our 60-day 100% money-back guarantee. Why are we giving you such a long guarantee? Very simple. Okay, because we have nothing to hide. All right, we know what we're capable of doing. We know what we provide, and we know you're going to love this education so much. All right, and you're going to place such an extremely high value on it, as well as learn more than you've ever learned before. All right, we're that confident that within these 60 days you will find the value, and most importantly, the return on your investment. And isn't that what it's all about? I mean, we made well over $10,000 in the live market, right? Well, how many of y'all would be, let's just say you invest $5,495, right out of the gate, you start making, my gosh, let's just say a minimum of, let's just say $2,000 a month. Folks, that's $24,000 a year. Does that make sense? And you'd be brand new, all right? And so you just have to ask yourself, would it be worth the investment? You know? And so once again, folks, for those of you that find the value, that feel that this is something for you, I encourage you, type in your telephone number, all right? Let us know option A or option B. And you saw the successes on Facebook. I saw everyone's responses when I was asking you, what would it do for you? You know, what would you do? How would it help you? Do you feel you can do this? All right, but once again, I want you all to understand that, you know, you have to believe that this can happen for you. Does that make sense? And you have to see yourself. The question is, do you want to be, all right, do you want to be a success story, or do you want to come join another webinar 6 months from now, find all the people that were probably in the webinar with you the first time, all right, they're all successful, and you're still, and you know, you're still wondering, and you're probably saying, man, I should have probably jumped on board, right? So most people, what they do is they wish, they wait, they wonder, and they hope, and others, they just do. Does that make sense? And so, folks, once again, I want to encourage you to type in your telephone number if you feel that this will benefit you. And I'm telling you, we will get these tools in your hands starting tonight. Literally, you can start trading tonight, even tomorrow morning, and we will get you in with Jose Tormos. So once again, I want to take a moment out to congratulate each and every one of you that are currently typing in your phone numbers. I see that. Liam, thank you, Liam. I do have your number. I see you're going with option A. Thank you, Claire. I see you're going with option B. Thank you, Jude. I have your number. I see you're going with option A today as well. Thank you, Joseph. We do have your phone number. I see you're going with option A. Harper, I see you're going with option B today. Thank you for that, Eleanor. I do have your number, but if you could please let us know which option you want to move forward with. Jasper, I see that you're changing your option B that you wrote earlier. You want to go from B to A. No problem, buddy. I'll have our educational specialist jot that down. They will reach out to you here in just a few moments, all right? So, my friends, we at Market Traders Institute, we believe that you're worth the investment, okay? Hands down, 100%. No questions asked. We believe that what I just showed you today is for you. The bigger question is, do you feel that you're worth the investment? If you think you're worth the investment and your family's worth the investment and your future is, all right, type in your telephone number with either option A or option B, and I want you to know that regardless, all right, Anthony, no, it does not, buddy. The scholarship works with option A, okay? And so once again, folks, for those of you, whichever you go with, whether it's option A or option B, I want you to know that it doesn't matter. We treat you like family. We treat you like gold, because once you're a part of the MTI family, we treat every individual just alike. The question is, do you want to be the next success story? Are you ready to stop wondering, waiting, wishing, and hoping, and are you ready to start doing? Don't let another 6 months go by, 1 month, 3 months go by where you're, you know, man, wondering where could you have been, right, when you could have made thousands of dollars in that time frame. So, folks, if you answered yes to these questions, I encourage you to take action now. My friends, let me ask each and every one of you these questions so that I know that I've done my best to explain these systems to you. Have I shown you enough information today to allow you to make a conscious decision to say, yes, I can have fun being a Forex trader? Awesome. And have I shown you enough information to allow you to say, yeah, you know what, I want to be a Forex trader? Awesome. If you answer yes to these questions, I want you to type in your telephone number with either option A or option B. Let us know which route you want to take. And you know what? Once again, take advantage of our 60-day money-back guarantee. You know, and if you need it, take advantage of our 100% financing. I mean, if you're seriously interested in the education, it's at least worth a phone call. There's nothing really, you have nothing to lose. It's worth at least talking to us to see if we can at least help you with a customized payment plan. It's a win-win situation, folks. Why? Because we know you're going to look at the information, you're going to find the value, and you're going to learn so much coming right out of the gate. And you know what? I believe you're going to find the value of it instantaneously. All right? But once again, you have 60 days to use it. For whatever reason it's not for you, no big deal. So once again, I want to go ahead and congratulate all those that are taking advantage of this today. All right? And as this presentation is coming to a close, I want to quickly do a recap to let you know what we are offering you and what we are doing today. All right? I did come here to empower, and I came here to serve. I came here to make this package affordable for each and every one of you. So today the package is not going to be $7,495, which is our normal price. Today and today only, we have the ability, okay? And you have the ability to save $2,000 off today for paying for this package in full, making your one-time investment just $5,495 US. That's it. You're going to get into a live session tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, with Jose Tormos as he breaks down the latest opportunities, as he goes through some strategies that are absolutely going to rock you. And he is a professional trader. Okay, he is known around the globe as well, and he's very well known here at MTI. He's very successful at what he does, and his average cost of his sessions are $995. Well, I'm going to get you into a 3-hour session for free as part of this package for those of you that take advantage this evening. Also, you're going to be a part of our tipping point prediction, which is, simply put, $30,000 you'll be able to generate. You have a $30,000 making opportunity right between now and the end of this year. You will have the latest call-outs, and you'll know exactly what to do, and you will be taking advantage of this from no one other than Joshua Martinez. All right. So once again, folks, $2,000 off today. However, you're going to want to act, and you now have my permission to enter your telephone numbers into the question box now with either option A or option B. Now, as I am going to bring this presentation to a close here in just a moment, folks. So it is time for you to make a decision if you haven't already. All right. Now, Asher, I do have your number, buddy. I see you're going with option A. Thank you. Richard, I do have your phone number as well. I see you're going with option B. Thank you, Richard. I do see that. Not a problem. Great. Frank, I do have your phone number as well. I see you're going with option A. An educational specialist will reach out to you here in just a few moments. All right. And Tom, I do have your number as well. And sorry if I missed anybody, as I was calling everybody out. But Tom, I do have your phone number, and I see you are going with option A today. Awesome. So once again, folks, I'm going to give you 2 options today. All right, 100% approval for everyone. It's truthfully, it's your choice. All right, but option A. All right, I'm trying to make this affordable for each and every one of you. So option A. Normally, this is just $7,495. But for those of you that go with option A, I'm going to give you $2,000 off, making your one-time investment just $5,495. Tomorrow, Jose Tormos, don't forget tipping point prediction and everything else that I previously mentioned. All right. For those of you that go with option B, it's our Easy Pay program, not a problem. You will not receive the $2,000 off, but you do have the ability to have flexible monthly payments. All right. So, folks, the question is, do you find the value? Do you see the value? And do you believe this can truly happen for you? The reason most people don't succeed, okay, is because they don't know how to step out of their comfort zone. Right. Most people are in their comfort zone. They don't know how to get out of it, and they're kind of bubbled in it. And that's why to make a decision to do something new, it's fearful, it's scary, right? And so they let fear kind of hold them back, and they're stuck in this comfort zone. But what you need to do if you want to succeed is you have to kick to that comfort zone in order to win and in order to succeed at the highest level. So, anyways, folks, I appreciate all of your time today. I am going to bring this presentation to a close here in just 1 second. So, for those of you out there that are on the line right now, you're kind of on the fence. I don't know, should I not? Should I not? I'm going to give you one last chance. If you want to just type in your telephone number with option A or option B, speak to an educational specialist. Okay, all you're committing to is speaking to an educational specialist to find out what we can do for you, to find out more about this opportunity so we can answer your questions. The only thing you have to lose or miss out on is your dreams, okay? And last thing I'm going to note is this. If any of you are looking at this as an expense, then you don't understand the value of the education. If you look at it as an investment, then you understand the value of the education. This is an investment into your future, your life, and your family. This is not an expense. An expense is something that has no return in value, okay? It's just an expense, right? Well, this is an investment into your family and into your life. So for those of you that want to make the decision to win, I'm going to give you one last chance here before I go ahead and wrap things up and bring this to a close. So if that's you, go ahead, type in your number with option A or option B, and I will go ahead and wrap this presentation up. Madison, thank you, Madison. I do see your number, and I do see you're going with option A today. And Madison, I just want to quickly commend you in front of everybody for being bold, courageous, to step out of your comfort zone and make the decision to win, especially last minute in the game. So I want to ask you all a question real quick, okay? What if I could do something even better than this? How many of you right now, you're excited, you know you want to make the money, you know you're ready to do this, and you would like for me to give you an opportunity to get a full tuition reimbursement? If you're wondering what is that, well, simply put, any investment into this education can be returned to you in full through our referral program. However, you only have 90 seconds to act starting right now. All you need to do is type in your telephone number with the initials TR. We will go ahead, reach out to you. We'll have an educational specialist explain to you how you can get a full tuition reimbursement on this entire education. How? It's through our referral program. They will provide all the details for you, all right? So once again, MTI has transformed the lives of people all over the world, all right, and I want you to truly experience the power of this. So I am going way out on a limb here. All I'm going to ask you to do is just type in your telephone number with the initials TR, okay? Either TR or even put in either option A or option B whichever you want, but type in TR if you're just interested in learning how you can get a full tuition reimbursement on this entire education. All right? I'm going to go ahead and do a 10-second countdown when the time is coming near. And so once again, this is only available now for the next few seconds, and I will start the countdown here in just a moment. So if you really want to learn how to get a full tuition reimbursement, I need you to type your telephone number in, all right, into the question section, and just type in TR, let us know, and we will go ahead and reach out to you here in just a moment. All right? So with that, I'm going to quickly do a countdown here, and we're at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So with that, folks, I want you all to remember that by developing the habits of successful people, you too will become a success. Thank you all for joining us today. It was a pleasure of mine speaking to and sharing with each and every one of you. And as a matter of fact, I am going to quickly pause and congratulate Charles. Charles, I do see you put in option B, and awesome decision to make that last-minute decision to win. Thank you, Charles. We did make note of that. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and thank you all for joining us today. It was a pleasure of mine speaking to and sharing with each and every one of you. I'm even more excited to be a part of your learning experience, and I'm even more excited to be working with each and every one of you and finally meeting you in our next Wealth and Freedom Live event. All right, I am now going to leave this webinar open for the next 5 minutes. So for those of you that want to reach out, simply call in now. The number's on the screen, or type in your telephone number, and we will have somebody reach out to you. With that, enjoy the rest of your evening or morning, depending where you're at in the globe. It was a pleasure once again. Over and out.